Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting second right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Going option, headed left on this 1st down. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They send a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Punting unit out now. Braden Mann will kick it away. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And the type of game that he has been putting together, wow, we're going to see some of these highlights now, Brock, and I expect... They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. This one taken in by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. Big gain downfield. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 22-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hurts. He's got Smith. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. Has it at the 37. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type...
On one, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set
Here we
for
go.
1st and 10.
Stop!
Burrow from the gun. Finds his man Chase. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 7.
Stop!
2nd and 3. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Stop!
Throwing now off play action. Headed out right. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 39 yards. That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Stop!
To throw again, it's Burrow. Chased out to his right. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Another score for him this game. Extra point added on by McPherson. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now outruns their offense to take over. Well, we all know at this point, turnover's the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Stop!
Play action now. Burrow. That's low and bounces short of his man. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Stop!
Now Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Everybody rushing back to the line.
Stop!
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Completes this one to Chase. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Keep scoring.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals piling onto the scoreboard yet again. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Another through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. This offense ready to get going again now. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. That's into the hands of Barkley. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Shakes himself free. Rolling left. Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
No touch it. No touch it. No touch.
Hurts setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. And this one doesn't go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
This is taken at the 44. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
On one, ready?
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go.
Running back sent in motion.
Cut.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Another drive coming up for this offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. They'll start this series with an option left. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
No touch. No touch.
Throwing here, Hurts. Buys time. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow back to throw. He's on the move. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Looking to throw, Burrow. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals trying to end this before the final quarter. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Another through the air this game. Point after up and good by McPherson. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Here's Saquon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Hurts looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bengals and good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
11, Thomas. Back.
Here's Burrow. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Another score for him this game. Extra point added on by McPherson. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Back out runs their offense. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
And an Eagle first down.
Hurts now from the gun. This finds Smith. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. From the pistol, Hurts escapes the pocket. He'll try and run this. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Thankfully, only one quarter.